All right, guys, welcome back. This is round number 2. Trinitas eSports Remix taking on Ascension Kyrios with your boy Muzz, and of course joined by the big man Victor. Dude, what's gonna happen?
Going to be very interesting to see these two teams compete against each other. Ascension, Kyrios, obviously, they currently have Kurze with Maki and Chocho, which is going to be a very interesting lineup indeed. And on the other side, we currently have Mazer together with Swiftly and Killer.
Yeah, Swiftly, Mazer, and Killer. So, I mean, hopefully this will go to a game number 5 as well, like our previous game. Of course, we had Irrelevant Forest Green beating out Irrelevant Esports Black 3 games to 2. And that last game number 5 was quite, well, not a whitewash, but it definitely was quite domineering. The Forest Green really did put their foot down. And of course, going through that round number 2. Just waiting for these teams to get in here, get in and get started. You know?
Before we do anything, let's talk about, of course, the predictions. What do you think will happen this game, Muzz?
So Trinitas Esports, right? They had the bye. They didn't play anyone in their first round. They're through. Not saying that really does anything. Of course, Ascension, they won. They beat YVO. Maybe it's good to come off a win. Maybe it's a good morale booster. Plus, you warm, and I'm not talking about just in free play warm, but a nice competitive kind of warmness. I suppose just off of that, maybe saying Trinitas, they got a free win. They threw off nothing. Let's say Ascension win this. It's not going to be a whitewash. We're not going to see a 3-0. Might be a hard game as well. Might have to be like a 4-1. Maybe we even go to game 5 again. But for me personally, because I know I didn't predict earlier now in our round 1 matchup, let me say Ascension.
I'm going with you, man. Ascension Kyrios, I do believe they will be beating out Trinitas Esports Remix. Of course, Ascension, like you said, already had a bit of warm-up beating YVO, and Trinitas Esports didn't get an opponent, just moved directly up to round 2. But I do believe that Trinitas Esports will be going home after this. So without
Yeah.
further ado, let's get this series started.
All right, here we go. Our players are jumping in. Fantastic. Of course, so we got Trinitas Esports in blue and Ascension playing from the orange half. It should be an absolute humdinger. This is Muzz with Victor in the Infinitude Series 1. It's a nice, quick early start here. Swiftly! Oh man, and early start is an early start. Superb kickoff from Mazer as he pops it down. Killer tries to get the second touch and swiftly pops it in already. And that is Trinitas on the board, Victor. Oh man, bless me.
Already an early start by Trinitas. 5 seconds into the game, they already scored one. But as Mazer now backflips swiftly, just clears it to the corner. Another interesting things are happening. Interesting match already. Teams are just, whiffing and doing mistakes. But as I speak, Killer will slip one in once again for Trinitas Esports Remix and would be extending their lead early on in this game.
Yeah, nice superb goal there from Killer, just getting past Chu. And yeah, so that's a nice, great little leg up for Trinitas Esports as they just, have the 2-goal differential right now. And swiftly, this guy's absolutely crazy. Oh, Killer! Oh my goodness, and this guy is a killer. He's an absolute goal fiend as he just takes it straight off Swiftly's hands. Down into Killer's nose. What a beautiful touch. Beats 2 in the back. Oh, man. Victor, we might have maybe just backed the wrong team early on. But we'll have to wait and see.
Me predicting Ascension to win. What do you mean? But of course, as we speak, Trinitas Remix currently with the early lead with 3 goals and not even a minute has passed. This is crazy. The amount of pressure Trinitas is doing is breaking down Ascension very, very much in this first game.
I almost want to backtrack a little bit and just say I love it when Killer just got that ball straight down into his nose swiftly. This man is very close to getting a hat trick if that wasn't it. Okay, no, so second goal, yeah, for Swift. But I mean, yeah, Trinitas eSports remakes are absolutely going balls to the wall. They are hard. I love the fact that he popped it down into Killer's nose as a beautiful goal earlier. I mean, the fact that we can't even recap on that is how quickly the goals are coming in from Trinitas as they put in their fourth already.
Indeed, Chocho, though, sticking his nose in the wrong position, just slots it in, just passing it down to Swiftly, and Swiftly would happily sweep it in. Just, you know, sneaking one more into the orange net, but as I speak, Kyrios with an early shot as well, nearly putting it in to the blue box.
And Mackie just tried to get a goal there for his team. Wasn't going to happen. And now talking about Mackie, he's taking it all down this. Is he going to be able to do anything? Mazer? Oh, picked up by Swiftly, pops it all the way out to the outside. Chucho, he's going to play it here off the Dominus, brings it down onto Kurza. Can they play out of their own corner? They're going to have to. Chucho with the pickup, trying to get past Swiftly. He won't. Gets beaten down onto Mac into the corner. He's going to play it out. He beats one. Doesn't have anything left in the tank. Is Kurza in the background. Also gets the demo. Killer is going to have to dribble it in. He tries to. Chucho with the beat. Gets it over his head. Swiftly into the corner. Is it going to be Cozy? Yes, it is. Pops it into that lower left corner. Nice and soft though, but it doesn't matter how you score the goal as long as it goes in.
Referee with an unfortunate pinch, just getting it really slowly as it just rolls back to the middle. And Kurze already ready there as the first man slots one in for Ascension Kyrios.
Oh, and now kind of with the 3-goal differential and quite a lot of time left on the clock, I do see Ascension hopefully able to get past this Trinitas team. But Trinitas are playing absolutely phenomenally. They're doing so well, so aggressive. You know, the passing plays and the possession from them is phenomenal. You know, they're holding onto this ball so much. As Killer, he's going to get that out now. Now Maisie is back, gets a small bump here from Mackie. It's not really going to do too much as Koza tries to bring it down. There's a second man coming up in Chucho. They actually get the demo onto Killer. Is it going to be enough to pop it into the back? Doesn't really look like it as Chucho trying to play by himself. Yes, nice little roll to the right. And that Grim Reaper comes out, and hopefully the Ascension says, well, we're bringing the Grim Reaper to your door.
With as much as 2 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock, that's enough goals to score either 4 or, if you want, even more. But of course, let's just see what the teams respond to. But as we speak, Kurze nearly getting the double touch, but Swiftly is there with an intercept. But let's recap here. Early on in this game series, the Trinitas was just working up really well, just punching Ascension Kyrios all the time, like every second, just punching them in the face, just, you know, slotting one goal in. It was just insane. The team play by Trinitas eSports and the pressure with possession of the ball was just really good.
Yeah, I love how Trinitas started off so aggressively. You know, they went hard, they scored their goal so quickly, they picked up the third as well. I think that's great. You know, when you're trying to play a long best-of-5 series, you just want to punish a team in game number 1. You know, Trinitas really brought that. They put their foot down quite hard on the pedal. You know, they scored their goals early on. They made sure, you know, a comeback for Ascension is difficult, which it is right now, trailing by 2. You know, we got Swiftly here with Mazer still holding on to the possession. It's going to be, oh my goodness. Mackie, who's been so quiet this whole game, he's had, you know, very low 80 throughout, has the instrumental save. You know, when you need him, he's there.
Brilliant save, of course, by Mackie. That shot nearly went in. The ball was actually already in the net, but just a few pixels, Mackie just clears it out of his net and saves Ascension Kyrios from a more troublesome scoreline. But as we speak, Mackie nearly dropping one in by himself, but puts it a bit too wide as no one now is on the ball.
And yeah, as this clock's going to slowly count down, I think it is going to be Trinitas taking game number 1. They're up by 2. I think hopefully, you know, maybe this type of hyper-aggression can also be costly because sometimes you can throw 3 bodies forward and then you leave your back quite vulnerable. You know, maybe if Ascension do take full advantage of that, they're going to be able to get kind of past maybe the more open backs that Trinitas will create at the back. But yeah, that's 2 goals up, 4-2 in this first game 1 of the best of 5 series. So yeah, Trinitas, they came in hard, Victor. They slammed those goals. Swiftly and Killer just, oh my goodness, they didn't play games. They came in like a damn tornado.
Indeed, what a game that has been. Trinitas already showing what they're capable of doing early on in this series. Brilliant play, but let's see how they will be performing in this next game. Will they keep up the pressure? Will they keep up how they do things, scoring? Or will Ascension Kyrios possibly just turn things around, turn the tables?
I think, yeah, you know, in a game like Rocket League, it's very easy to turn the tables. Like we said, kind of 2 minutes is almost a lifetime in the game. You can score a whole bunch of goals in that time. You know, it's never, even if you trail in, you know, kind of 3-0 early case when you go into the long stretch of the game. So I think, yeah, Ascension definitely, we can see them coming back. Maybe if they pressurize that hyper aggression of Trinitas and they maybe just find a couple holes in the back. Maybe if we get Mackie more involved, kind of get him, you know, onto the ball a bit more often. Yeah, we can see different things coming out from Ascension.
Well, but as you speak, Killer is already with that early pressure once again, slotting one in for Trinitas, just catching Mackie off guard from his defensive position and just slots one into that empty net. But now we go to the second kickoff of game 2. Killer against Chocho. But Killer is there with early pressure because it sends it back down the field. But Swiftly does the same thing. But Chucho now passing it to Mackie. Mackie trying to get it past one. He doesn't, as Chucho is forced to put it to the middle. Swiftly with an unfortunate touch. What will happen now as Killer now puts it to the side as Kurze now tries to keep the position. He does, but puts it a bit too wide. Kurze missing the shot as Killer now regains the position. Killer getting faked by Mackie, but still nearly gets a clear as Chucho goes for a double touch, gets blocked by Mazer, and Mazer now sends it back to the orange half. As Killer with a shot will go in a bit too wide as it just rolls down that straight line.
Yeah, just such an unfortunate kind of wide shot there coming from Killer. Oh, but Swiftly, the man, he picks it up. This guy comes in all the way from the back deep. Mackie here just couldn't get it out too much as Killer just takes it off him. And what a beautiful play from the whole side of Trinitas as Mazer as well punches it off the wall into Swiftly's nose. Yeah, Trinitas, they're coming in so hard and fast.
Indeed, Trinitas are very aggressive, but as a fake comes by, Mazer can't get it past that last defender. As now Mackie getting blocked by Swiftly as he just flies, but Kurze with a shot of himself can't find the target as Chucho now getting blocked by Killer as Kurze now sends it back to Mackie. Mackie with a shot clears it to the corner instead as Swiftly finds an unfortunate pass. Mackie dropping it down, no one is there to follow it up as Mazer can't find a touch of his own. Now Chucho is left in an awkward spot as Mackie saves the both of them from that awkward position.
Swiftly was so primed for that shot. If Mackie wasn't there, Swiftly would absolutely punched it down their throat. You know, they kind of find him at the right time, at the right place the whole time. You know, he's down the middle, he's waiting for that ball. The perfect play comes in from the side, either by Killer or Mazer, and Swiftly just, you know, is able to be the glory man that picks it up and finishes that ball. But I mean, beautiful interplay every time coming out from Trinitas. You know, they kind of get a 1-2 between each other, and then of course Swiftly always with a pickup in the middle, and he does so well to finish it off. Oh, and now talking about Mazer finishing off as he does, brings it all the way down from the roof. Starts here from Killer, and just Mazer beautifully gets the nice little feathers himself until he can pop it in. Unfortunately, their cursor not able to be enough in the goals.
Unfortunate read by Kurze as he can't just proceed with the squishy save. Swiftly getting faked by Chucho, but Mazer is there in net, clearing it down back to Swiftly. Mazer trying to go for a solo play. Mackie is there with the save now. Backflipping for Kurze as Kurze comes with a clear. Killer putting it down to the corner. Kyrios unfortunately just pops it back up to him. Now Mazer just passing it to Chucho as Mackie now tries to make something use out of that ball swiftly. With a fortunate save.
Yeah, I mean, Trinitas are just starving Ascension possession, you know. No one here on the side of Orange is really able to hold the ball for too long until someone from Trinitas just picks up the ball. So, I mean, you can see kind of unfortunately Maki, Chucho, and Kurza are just not, you know, able to hold the ball for too long. They've only, I think, had one shot between all of them, which is sitting here on Chucho. So one shot, you know, in about 3 and so minutes. It just shows you Trinitas are keeping them out. You know, they're just not able to do anything. He has Koza within a 10, but of course Swiftly's going to do the most just to block him. I mean, if you don't have the ball, you can't do much with it, can you?
Indeed, if you don't have the ball, you can't basically do anything. You just have to hope that the ball comes to you. But as defense by Trinitas is starting to crumble, no one from the orange side is there to capitalize on it. As Chucho now tries to keep the possession as well as the pressure, but Killer is there, sending it back into Mazer. What will he do? He goes for a shot that's saved by Maki. As Keze now with the counter attack sends it to the corner. Maki is there, tries to center it, blocks out the last defender, but Mazer is quick on the ball to take that ball out of danger.
Maki with the attempt, but Killer's going to be playing out of his own corner quite comfortably. Swiftly as well. Chucho with great kind of offensive block in there. You know, he's trying to get his team here on the scoreboard, but it's so damn difficult to just break this defensive wall that is Trinitas.
Indeed. Now, already we're entering the last 30 seconds of Game 2. Trinitas eSports leading by 2. Nearly a shot goes in by Ascension, but Mazer is there to save it. Maki with a double touch, really put it in. Killer is there off that rebound from the post. Now Koze getting blocked by Killer. We enter the last 10 seconds. Chucho now regaining possession, tries to flick it to the middle. No one is there to follow up. Swiftly clears it down the line. Last second is there. The ball drops and Trinitas eSports secure game number 2.
And just as kind of as an emphatic fashion as game number 1 for Trinitas, they just really take game number 2 as well. 3 goals to zip. So much work done from the blue side, as we did see the 9 shots as opposed to only the 5 taken by Ascension. And you know, early on, only Chucho haven't had that one shot as well, quite early on in the game. I mean, I think the possession held here by Trinitas, and of course, you know how aggressive they are, and kind of just their passing plays do so well for them. So I mean, they're always able to find each other on the map. You know, there's nowhere that like Mazo, you know, can't pass to that Swiftly is not going to be, or where Killer's going to finish off with a goal. Yeah, no, I mean, you know, Victor, we probably are just going to see the 3-0 kind of, you know, wash, I think. You know,
Yes, yeah, I was about to
yeah.
say that as well. Our prediction isn't looking that good.
No, I mean, it's fine. You know, I think I want teams to prove us wrong, and we like to be wrong. You know, good Rocket League is here in front of us. Of course, Trinitas haven't really such a superb series right now. Of course, nothing is over till the fat lady sings. And of course, you know, Ascension could just be that fat lady as we go into game number 3 in a possible best of 5. So let's see what Maki, Kurza, and Chucho can do for us. Are they going to start in an early goal, or is Trinitas going to be able to keep up that hyper aggression they have been showing us all day long?
It's going to be interesting as we enter game number 3. Already Trinitas with the early pressure, already leading by 2, sitting very comfortably at that number 2 win streak that they have. One more and they move over to round number 3, which is the quarterfinals, I believe. And then it's going to be interesting, to be honest, to see how Ascension Kyrios will be responding to the amount of pressure that Trinitas eSports Remix are already putting up. But
yeah, you can already see like Ascension, they're committing 3 men back just because they know kind of how many balls get shot at them from Trinitas. So of course, you know, Kurza, Maki and Chucho, they're all committing to be back as well. You can't really score too many goals if you hide in at the back. They got to possibly, you know, let someone out and bring it forward. It looks like Chucho seems to be the gunner in the front that's going to be, you know, progressive and try to get up front, but it's difficult. Kind of slowest game we've seen so far coming out from Trinitas, as it's 0-0 right now. You know, and we're already at that almost 3.5 minute mark. So I don't know, Trinitas maybe taking a little slower. You know, they're not, you know, swiftly here, kind of just flailing around a bit with it boost. They're not pushing the ball as hard as what we've seen in the previous 2 games, you know, so maybe slacking off a little bit. I wouldn't call it slacking, maybe just resting up for the later rounds as they possibly kind of know they're through with this one. Maze is at the back, they're going to pick it up. Kurza, he tries to get in there. Is it going to be a... Oh, goodness gracious. He almost gets in a beautiful little bicycle kick that's going to hit the crossbar. Swiftly, he brings it down. Oh, almost priming up, I swear, Chucho for that goal as if he was trying to set it up for him. I don't know if Trinitas are that nice. But, yeah, things slow definitely in this game 3 here, Victor.
It's looking like Trinitas are trying to play it safe this game, just trying not to make as much mistakes, you know. Of course, how they played the last 2 games were just playing out aggression, but now they know that, hey, if we win this game, we sweep, but we just win. But as I speak, a little pinch by Ascension Kyrios just goes in. Maki, I believe, pinching with, swiftly, and puts it in to the blue net.
So I mean, Victor, what are our odds here for, right, just for games 3, 4, and 5 to go straight to Ascension?
The odds are very, well, possibly very low, since Trinitas eSports Remix are, you know, we know how dominant they play. They play really aggressively, and if they just turn that switch off again, Ascension Kyrios would be sent home.
Oh, well, let's see. I mean, you know, you can never count it out. Reverse may happen here for Ascension. Odds are definitely going to be stacked up against them as Meza, he tries to take a shot. Chucho keeps him out. They're back on the attack here. Killer tries to shut it down. And now a lot more orange players are pushed up. Good for them. Meza, he's going to keep it out as, you know, Ascension. They're trying now to put a lot more on the scoreboard here. It's nice to see them coming out of their own half a little bit more swiftly. Here in the corner, does have nothing left in the tank. Meza with the pickup. Killer's here to follow up as well. He's got nothing left in the tank as well. These boys are just not even picking up the 12s on the field. Kurza is going to play out of his own corner here. Meza, oh, he's going to pop it down. Beat him there. Swiftly plays out. He's going to find Killer in the middle. Can he bring it down? He's going to indeed, and that's Killer from Swiftly. And that is now the equalizer.
Killer with a beautiful drop down scores the equalizer. As it is now 1-1 with 1 minute 30 seconds left on the clock. Trinitas still looking very comfortable in their seat, as Ascension Kyrios, it's not at the same position as them.
Oh boy, and with quite a bit of time left on this clock, we're going to see if we are going to be going to that overtime or if Trinitas are going to be able to clean sweep this entire series. Of course, Ascension, they're really picking up the pace here as Kurza, he gets in his goal, and he's taken quite a lot of shots this game, 3 shots already for the 1 goal, and what a nice long boomer. He sends it all the way downfield as well, so that's superb for Ascension as they pick up their second, and now we've got the 1 goal difference between the 2 of them. So Ascension, yeah, slowly but surely they're kind of, you know, showing us what can they do in this series. Chucho with a nice save, keeps the ball out swiftly, having a crack at it. Chucho, he gets past 2, he's going all the way. Can he find Kuzi in the middle of the field? Oh, he's got to pop it inside. He gets the miss, and now it's a quick counter attack here from Meza. Can he get it in? Oh, Maki keeping it out swiftly. Maki again. Beautiful second save there. Well done. Goes long. Maze with a pickup. He gets demoed though. Kurzi, Chucho picks it up. He's going to get it down for Killer. Oh, picks it up. Doesn't have anything left in the tanks. Maze it swiftly. Goes long. Kurzi gets it out his own corner. Does so well. Maki can bring it down. Is it going to be a second touch? 30 seconds left on this clock. Ascension right now just need to hold out. Can they keep Trinitas out for a little longer? Killer. Chucho pops it in, gets the third, picks up his first. Oh, here it is. Gents, if you were hoping for that reverse sweep, this is the start of it as Chucho, the absolute GOAT of Ascension, picks up their third. And now with the 2-goal difference and 8 seconds left, I do not see Trinitas being able to pick up this game number 3. So it should be going the way of Ascension. They're just going to kill this ball. Can Kurza get another goal or can it bring it down? There we go. Oh, Chucho with an attempt. There we go. They kill it, and that's Ascension picking up game number 3. Oh boy, and now the series has really picked up in all senses of the word.
The amount of pressure Ascension Kyrios has been doing this game was incredible. With the 8 shots on net, with 3 going in compared to Trinitas 5 shots and only 1 going in. That is that's a massive amount by Ascension Kyrios. Very brilliantly played by both teams, of course, this game. But let's see what happens in game number 4. Will Ascension Kyrios force Trinitas Remix into a game 5, or will Trinitas eSports Remix just say, no, you won't, and we will just end it this game?
Yeah, I think if Ascension can possibly score an early goal and then be quite defensively minded, maybe just keep Trinitas out, even if it's 1-0, that's fine. That's all you need to win, and then they can force that game 5. And I think that will be perfect. But I think easier said than done, as we know Trinitas Esports Remix are so aggressive, and their passing plays and how they transition to each other is so good. I don't see Ascension being able to keep out Trinitas that easily. I mean, you can park the bus, you can kind of have the double commits at the back the whole time, but you know, guys like Swiftly and Killer, they will find a way to get into the back of the net.
Indeed, they will, as they have already shown in game number 1 and 2, and of course game number 3. They showed that we can follow each other's shots very quickly up, but as well our defense is very good. But let's just let the players decide for themselves what will happen. Will Trinitas take this game, or will they be forced into a game 5 by Ascension Kyrios? As I speak now, Chucho already trying to keep up the pressure. Killer is there with us. Clear as Kurze now taking it to his own corner, tries to make something happen. He does so as he pinches with the ceiling. Mesa with an unfortunate touch. Swiftly is there to save Maki's shot, as Chucho is already up on the ball to block Swiftly from making a counter attack happen, as Mesa just sends it down the line. As Chucho now takes the ball, gets blocked by Mazer, pops dangerously into the middle. Killer can't block out Maki, as Swiftly now with a whiff leaves the net open. Kurze pops it a bit too high as Mazer nails and finds a touch on the ball to clear it down to the side, as Mazer now regains possession, flicks it over one, can flick it over Kurze, as Kurze shoots it up to the backboard, goes for a double touch, will he get it? Pops it a bit too high as Chucho is there with the follow-up, puts one in for Ascension Kyrios.
Yeah, well done there for Chucho here, and yeah, sorry, Chucho, who pops it in at the end there. Like you said, beautiful, almost gets the second touch, and of course, you know, Chucho with a follow-up, you have to as well, got to be that second man to push the ball and make sure, just in case there's a fumble and you maybe kind of don't get what you want initially, you can get that goal. So already, you know, this is great for Ascension, early start, got the first goal of this game, number 4. So let's see, you know, maybe it's time to kind of just be quite defensively minded. You know, great demo there onto Mesa. But, you know, if you're Ascension right now, keep out Trinitas, hold the position. Maybe don't be too aggressive. Don't leave the back kind of open and full of holes. You know, you could take game 4.
Indeed, the amount of pressure Ascension Kyrios is currently showing as well. Trinitas eSports Remix just crumbling a bit, whiffing and, you know, doing minor mistakes, but it's still leaving the door open for Ascension Kyrios. As I speak now, Mazer trying to get it past Kurze, but Kurze won't let that happen as Killer now passes it back to the middle. Maki is already up to interfere with Swiftly, as Kurze now goes for a pass to the middle, but Mazer is there to block it as Chucho is left on an awkward position. The ball nearly goes into the orange net, but Kurze is back safely to save that shot. He tries to go for a shot, puts it to the corner instead, pops it back middle. Maki's already on the shot, on the ball, puts it a bit too wide as Mazer now clears it down the line, getting demoed in the process. Chucho popping it dangerously back into the middle, but no one from the blue side is there to follow up. Koze clears it down the line, nearly puts one in, but brilliant plays by Trinitas eSports Remix.
Yeah, I feel, Ascension, they're definitely able to, they're poking a lot harder here at Trinitas. They kind of maybe getting a little shaky on the defense. Maybe, as we've seen how aggressive they are, so many kind of bodies are up top of the field. I just love Ascension right now. They're playing so well. Koza has absolutely picked himself up in the last 2 games. He's leading the pack on his side of the team. He's absolutely playing out of his socks, and I think, Koza's strapped on the backpack. He's like, come on, boys, go for the ride. I'm forcing this game number 5, and he's doing absolutely well. He has a great demo from Chucho there onto Mesa as well. So, I mean, they're just trying anything they can to keep out Trinitas. Yes, there is still a minute left, but Ascension are absolutely doing it. Oh, I mean, beautiful save from Mackie. Mesa with beautiful air control as he tries to get the dunk, and it wasn't going to happen.
That was a really close call by Mesa as well, getting it past 2 defenders, but can't get it past Mackie. But now, as we speak, Mazer now trying to find his teammate. He does so swiftly with a shot a bit too high. Chucho is there with a save. Mazer with a shot puts it a bit too high as he can't find the net. Swiftly now has to make the save. What was that, Muzz? That was dangerously close. They could have just went and put it in to equalize the game, but somehow it just screws it up and leaves.
This is the best game of the day so far. It's absolutely superb. Ascension are playing out of their socks. They are playing so superbly well here. I think Kurza has had a steamer of a game, right? 3 shots and 2 saves from him. The man's in the front, the man's at the back. The guy's doing so well. He almost scored right now. The clock's counting down, Victor. I mean, I do think we're going to go straight to this game number 5. Ascension, I mean, come on, just kill this ball. Trinitas trying their damnedest to keep this up, but I mean, I don't think it's going to happen here. Chucho hopefully puts it down. Victor, this game 4 was beyond me. They played out of their socks. Chucho, Kurza, and Mackie, oh, they did superbly well.
I'm speechless, to be honest. I'm speechless. The fact that Ascension Kyrios escaped that terrific shot by Trinitas Remix. It was just unfortunate that it didn't go in. It just popped up to the crossbar and drops back down out instead of back in. I'm really speechless. I'm very excited to see how this game 5 will be looking. Trinitas eSports Remix is probably kicking themselves right now.
Yeah, no, listen, if you are an Ascension supporter, you're sitting at the edge of your seat right now, you are like, come on, boys, let's do this, because, I mean, they're playing superbly well. And, of course, Kurza there, that's a well-deserved 378 that he picked up. And here we go, game number 5. So, I mean, all the best of 5 series today have gone to this game number 5. No one's playing games here. No one's messing around. There's no kind of easy walk in the park 3-0 clap. I mean, so we can still get our prediction here, Victor. We can still get this Ascension Kyrios to pick up the W for us. I mean, there's only 5 minutes, really to decide the fate of this round 2 match. I'm super keen to see what's going to happen here.
It's going to be very interesting indeed, Muzz, as Ascension Kyrios successfully now forcing Trinitas eSports Remix into a game 5. From how game 1 and game 2 looked like, we were sure it was the end for Ascension Kyrios. The amount of pressure the Trinitas eSports Remix were just putting was incredibly stupid, but somehow it worked out for them. But then they started falling. They started falling apart in game 3 and game 4, and now Ascension Kyrios just staying alive in this game 5, just forcing them into game 5. I mean, it's just incredible. So
yeah,
let's see.
Talk about kind of counting our chickens before they hatch. We thought games, we were like, oh wow, Trinitas eSports Remix, these boys are aggressive. They freaking pumping, goals after goal. They were doing so well, and we counted out Ascension. They're so wrongly so from us, because now, of course, we've got this game 5, and Ascension are absolutely playing dynamite. And now we've already had the first minute elapse. And of course, you know, they're doing superbly well there. Swiftly tries to get in a goal, but over Kurza, you know, I think we're going to be singing Kurza's praises quite some time as he's doing so superbly well. They keep out the ball, and look at this. Oh my goodness, Killer tries to have a stab at it. Kurza keeps it on. Maki might just be able to walk this in. Is he going to? Pops it in, walks it in, says, I am going all the way here, plays from his own half. Oh my goodness, breaks the ankles of Swiftly here as he just gets it past him. Of course, Killer there just trying to recoup and come in from the back. Couldn't do enough there. Oh, Victor, here it is. And now we've got Ascension, 1 up.
It's insane, Kurze. Just pre-flipping that save was incredible. And then Maki with the follow-up, just taking the ball without any boost to work with, just flicks it by swiftly and breaking his ankles. Ouch, that is going to hurt by him. As now Ascension Kyrios is leading by 1, and the pressure is just unbelievably high.
Yeah, no, they're doing superbly well, you know, kind of Chucho. Okay, there we go. So that's Meza. Meza with a nice comeback, got past Chucho's head. Yeah, Maki was up as well. Couldn't really break it out of the corner, and Meza just brought it down. Beautiful second touch there from him. Swiftly, of course, you know, he is always there just in case something goes wrong. And of course, as we saw there with the blast, Killer, as always, flying in just in case something was going to happen. There is never not a blue player around that net, sniffing around just in case, you know, something does not go in. So of course, there is the equalizer coming up from Trinitas. With quite a bit of time left on this clock here, hopefully Ascension, we can see what they can do. Chucho, he's got to play out of his own corner here, kind of getting contended there by Maze as the ball now goes far and long. Killer having a slow game right now, only got the 86 on him right now. So yeah, Trinitas, they kind of, maybe the steam's kind of fallen off a bit, you know, maybe weary legs, who knows. Kurza, he's definitely picked up at the pace whilst, you know, there's almost a trade now. You know, Trinitas giving a lot of pace over to Ascension because they're playing so well. Meza, though, he's maybe going to have to pick up the slack, yeah, for his team. He plays into his corner. Can he slot it in? He's not going to. It's going to be Killer. Oh, my goodness. They keep it out. Chucho does all the work. Does so well. They're Maki off the wall superbly into the middle of the field. Now we've got Killer and Swiftly. They're going to try take the lead. Oh, man. Kersey keeps it out. Meza with the touch, gets it into the ceiling. Can Swiftly bring it down? He's going to hit it wide, goes to post. Chucho pops it out, straight to Killer, gets the miss, a little bit of a fake there. Killer. Oh, Kersey pops all the way found to wide, finds Chucho. What a beautiful pass. Now Chucho's going to pick it off the wall. Can he get past Meza? He does. Can there be a second touch from Orange? Oh, mercy! And that's Kersey. Oh, here it is, Victor.
There it is.
There it is.
That might be the nail in the coffin, but let's not get too comfortable in our seats as we still have 1 minute and 42 seconds left on the clock. Anything can happen to a kickoff goal, but that is not happening anymore as the kickoff already happened. But it's still a long time to go before Ascension Kyrios possibly just nails to do the reverse sweep on Trinitas eSports Remix.
Oh man, and I mean, yeah, we're gonna talk about this Infinitude series for quite a while. We got such a nice reverse sweep so early on in the day, not even by the quarters of the semifinals yet. And this is beautiful from Ascension right now. A minute left on the clock, and now Swiftly's got to play it up the field. But of course, Kurza, he's here to play this ball. This guy's getting around the park. He's done so much work today, of course. And now Meza on the opposite side doing equally as much work for him as well. Swiftly, yeah, he's only got the 108 and Killer with the 138. So I mean, kind of maybe tighter legs coming from them as Killer tries to pop it down center. Meza here is going to pick it up down to Killer. Can it? Oh, the interpass in plays.
Only 1 minute has gone by. And already the passing play by Trinitas eSports Remix to stay alive in this game 5 puts one in. Meza brilliantly positioned, just first of all passing it to Killer, and then Killer sending it back to the middle. As Meza, as we already saw, just slots one in for Trinitas eSports Remix.
And of course, this is what your BMT is, the big match temperament. You know, when it counts, the big boy's gonna come out to play. And of course, you know, Trinitas eSports Remix, they are not here to get kicked out of round number 2. So let's see what happens as we now are tied up 2 apiece. This might be our first overtime of the entire game. Kurza, he's going to give it a Chucho. Oh, swiftly. Oh my goodness, he almost took away that overtime from me. I was so excited for it. And of course, here we go. First overtime of the whole entire day, ladies and gents. And of course, it is in a reverse sweep as well. Rocket League does not get any more exciting than what we're witnessing right now.
A lot of aggression is coming out of the Trinitas side as they went for a lot of demos, a lot of bombs as well. But overall, just playing a bit speedier now in this overtime, trying to send Ascension Kyrios back home as Kurze already fifth another save in this game. But of course, we have our eyes, while we have our eyes on Kurze, of course, we gotta give a little credit to Mackie as well. He's playing really brilliantly this game, or the past 3 games actually, where the first 2 games it's been a bit quiet, you know, just staying third man when Ascension needs. But now he's also playing as a team player, just trying his best to, you know, support his teammates and just go for what he can do. So props to him.
I mean, yeah, Mackie's been responsible for half the saves on his team. He's doing a hell of a lot of work. The ball's going long. It's going all the way. Pickup from Mesa, of course. He's not going to let anything happen. This guy's taken 5 shots by himself. You know, this game number 5, of course, you know, it's typical. It has to be a reverse sweep and a game 5 to be so exciting. And it's just shot after shot after shot coming out. You know, these guys are trying their damnedest. They're going crazy. Chucho there with the possession, trying to get it into the back. They're going to find Kurza. Of course, he doesn't have much left in the tank. As he goes into the corner, Chucho back into the corner here. Can they play it? They're trying to keep it out. Mesa, he's doing his damnedest to get this thing going. Chucho with a follow-up killer. He's going to pop it down into the middle. Can it be Mesa to bring it down from the heavens? Is there going to be a second touch? Oh, wide. Goes to Kurza. He's going to get it out. Chucho goes long. He's going to find Kurza. Oh, alas. Swiftly picks it up. Pops it down. Chucho can. He's got a little bit left. Can he do a dribble in? It's not going to happen, but it's fine. Mackie from the side. Oh, and now we can cross that 2-minute mark. So this game 5 is really, really going the distance. We've already had 7 minutes of game time. Yeah, Swiftly. Can he pop it out from the side? Oh, he gets a miss. Mesa, long in the half. Picked up by Swiftly. It's going long. Of course, we've got all these orange men back. You know, they kind of going back to their triple committers. They do not want to concede. Of course, this is your golden goal.
It's very close, this game. Of course, both teams trying their best not to make a mistake, but as well going for so much aggression, so much demo attempts, bomb attempts, just shot on net attempts as well. But the defense by both teams are just on point, while the shots as well are pretty on point. It's going to be close. It's very difficult to decide who is going to be taking this game, as Mazer already with an edible swiftly. Oh, so close, but just shoots it a bit too high as Ascension escapes murder once again.
Oh man, just that sneaky crossbar, the kind of 4th man back for Ascension and just keeps out Trinitas. They get 2 touches into the crossbar, both from Swiftly and Killer. There we go. Can it be Mesa to follow it up? It's not going to be. It's going to be wide. Gets the bump. Swiftly had a crack at it. Nothing's going to happen. Killer. Oh, Kurza, of course. Keeps it out. This man is the GOAT today. Passed it on, got it past from Chucho. Now Kurza says, I'm sticking my hand up and, you know, I really want to be MVP. Here we go. Get another demo onto Killer from Mackie. Blue, very aggressive right now. Still keeping it into the orange half. Chucho with the pickup. Goes over 1. Meza is in the corner. Should be able to keep it out. Is it going to be Mackie with the finisher? Kurza. Oh, over his head. Chucho. Got the control. Slots it down. Oh, no. Crossbar.
That was really close, the team play, because oh my god, he scores it! He wins, takes it for Ascension Kyrios, and they reverse sweep Trinitas eSports Remix. What a series this has been!
Oh man, you guys, you can't write this. It's not scripted. This was Trinitas starting so aggressively. They played so damn well in games 1 and 2. We thought, oh, this is tension completely out. And then the first reverse sweep of the day, the first overtime of the day as well, since we've had the best of 5 series of this Infinitude series. Victor, Ascension, Kyrios, absolute goats, and Kurza, the man, the myth, the legend.
Oh my, that was an
Oh,
exciting series. But that we can't waste any more time. Thank you, Muzz, for being in here for today. That this is going to be your last stream, of course, like the last time you cast for today. It's been a pleasure casting together with you, Muzz. That was amazing. What do you think overall about
yeah,
this?
no, amazing Rocket League, superb. I think we are going to be joined by a legend himself, Hyperia, should be coming onto the decks pretty soon. So, yeah, chat's got that to look forward to as we think what is we're gonna have round 3. Yeah, round 3 with you lads. So yeah, thank you for having me. Cheers, guys, and yeah, man, reverse sweep, ladies and gents. That was it.